defensively, but also a leader as well.
No stranger, the two men in the face-off circle. As Ierlan gets it going against Jake Withers.
Jake Withers, one of the best, if not the best face-off man in the game.
Halifax starts it early. First shift, first goal.
That one back. Well, welcome back, Austin Shanks. Getting a little boost to the offense, which probably really didn't need much of a boost as their righties have been on fire all season so far.
And what we were alluding to earlier, Pat, as you know, is that the last time these two teams met was week 2. That's the last game Halifax has played in, so 36 days. My goodness, that's the layoff for the Thunderbirds, and, well, no rust shown on that first possession. And that has been a bit of a storyline, Pat, on the flip side for the Rock as well.
Take this guy one-on-one and then finds Craig on the back door there.
And again, last week, the Rock in Buffalo, was Rogers that consistently activated, maybe even more so when you think of the names that are out tonight. No Reed Reinhold, no Justin.
His first assist.
A couple of first-timers debuting. I hope it gets any better than the San Diego,
but sharpshooters like that, John, you cannot give them that much time and space. They're going to take it every time.
And you kind of alluded to it wisely, Pat, that the open floor might work in favor of Halifax, and they took that space.
That's what a lacrosse player is supposed to look like, John.
Well, he's fitting the bill, and we are happy to enjoy every second of Austin Shanks coming back for the lineup tonight.
Getting into the lineup, and it's plays like that. It's going to make Matt Sawyer's choices very tough next time they play, because you might want to keep that guy in the lineup.
Nice move from the 22-year-old. I didn't do him justice. I wasn't sure with the way as Toronto gets ready to start the second quarter. Showed that they were a little bit more proactive in trying to find the back of the net and claw their way back, but Pat, they certainly need the support from a guy like Schreiber against the additions or the returnees that Halifax has been able to put into the lineup.
No doubt about that. Schreiber, 8 goals so far this season in just 2 games played. It just shows you how important he is to this offense.
Free's going to go for a run here.
Far too easy for the captain, Challen Rogers.
5th of the season. He had 2 last week against Buffalo.
I mean, John, you can start making an argument. It's a big one here for Halifax.
It's 9 years in Toronto for LeBlanc, and right off the draw, nearly another Thunderbirds.
Special moment for the rookie.
That is a premier shot. And so Troy Holochuk from St. Catharines, quite literally for Halifax here. Emerges a 3 consecutive goal run for the Thunderbirds, now up by 4. Toronto trying to turn the tide a little bit. And they do! A surprise.
It'd be pretty awkward if they'd have to throw the ball back, and it doesn't count, but it will count. It will stand. First career goal for that goal. But I was going to say, Jake Withers there. That's the guy who sliced and diced. No slouch there.
Yeah, that's not an everyday highlight. You find Withers on the other end. You're right. Climbs right back into within 1 all of a sudden. And you can't ignore the man at this end, Pat.
Absolutely. Troy Holochuk, since he's come in, just 1 goal against, he has really calmed down this defense and has allowed Toronto to get back into this game. And that's one thing that Matt Sawyer, the head coach of the Toronto Rock, said. They have gone down. He fired up, bringing that ball home across the border for the American, the Sinking Spring, Pennsylvania native.
You realize that Pinnell played goalie so late in his career.
Yes, it's quite impressive.
And that's not a story you hear very often.
Absolutely not. We've seen some goalies turn into defenders, but he started as a goaltender, played in junior A lacrosse, and then decided to win against the Canadian club, the Alterna Cup. It's not the NLL Cup, it's not the ultimate prize, but there's certainly a little added rivalry.
There's bragging rights.
Absolutely.
There's patriotism. There's a hard hit that...
For 2, he gets the face-off infraction here, and he's going to have a couple of extra words for the official here, and this is when you say, all right, Jake, that's enough. Sit down for two, unsportsmanlike. It's been a frustrating night for Jake Withers. 9-9 between him and TD Ierlan. So Ierlan giving him some fits. I mentioned a couple of times he got exposed defensively. A very uncharacteristic night. He can do everything.
Well, let's expand that with Ashley Docking.
Yeah, Challen Rogers is asked to do a lot for this team. Dan Dawson said he calls him weapon and says the sky is the limit for the young guy, but he needs to play a little bit meaner. I talked to Rogers about being too nice. He said it's something that he's been told since he was in minor, always smiling, coaches telling him.
I think this plays in Toronto's favor. Obviously the goal does, but so far the third quarter.
No doubt, and this is going to be a big response here from season. A slow start, but nothing has been slow about Mann's play here tonight. Goal number 2 for him. We're tied 9-9.
Victoria BC boy making his presence felt.
A good breaks as he throws that cross check. And Bucci again, another righty getting involved here in the score, which is awesome to see the game grow all across the world. Easy face-off win by Jake Withers, which is something I normally say when calling a Halifax game, but tonight TD Ierlan's been giving him a ton of fits. It's been almost even.
Not involved. That's 1 and 5 from Rogers tonight.
6 points. I'm not a big math guy either, but
yeah, you got it. We're working together on this. That's good. Awesome.
Trenton looked like himself. He has certainly found his stride in playing like that power forward we're used to seeing.
Easy for me to say. That might be the only one I'll... Multiple hat tricks in this one, and Mann's the latest to put his name in that hat. Dawson continues the mouse. I'm feeling there's a story there for Zach Mann's goal song that we've heard 4 times now. Big night for Mann. Draws in as well, and now we got a pretty good looking board battle here. That's the first lead of this game for Toronto.
Yes. And we talked about it, John. They've had the ability to claw back in so many games this year.
14-47 for Dan Dawson. Team now. Austin Shanks. How about his 5th of the game? My goodness.
Prayers for whoever took the under as well. Just saying.
I don't remember that conversation. It's all good.
Well, tell either one of these coaches that face-offs don't matter right now. 2 of the best in the biz going at it, fighting for possession, and this possession could be key as it's a sudden death overtime. Next goal wins.
Getting it sized up in Hamilton. Thanks for being with us on the NLL Game of the Week. All big in the standings, but certainly for Toronto after dropping one last week to Buffalo. OT underway. Ierlan. Uncharacteristic move to send it back in that fashion. And Toronto will take a timeout.
No doubt about that, and there you go. That's the possession. It was a bit of a scramble